here's your host, Alex Garrett.
Hey, if you're in the Jamaica, Queens area, make sure you get home before the Roosters come home to roost your hand. I don't know if that even makes sense, but yes, in Jamaica, Queens, and it's very funny because I live around 169th Street. Someone is owning Roosters. Miguel Contreras, 48 years old, has owned Roosters that he claims cuddle up and sleep with his daughter and are friendly and beloved in the neighborhood. Well, that's not the image that you're getting from his neighbors. They call this rooster evil and a terrorizing bird. Talk about terror coming home to roost in October, the most scariest month of Halloween. It's right here on 169th Street in Jamaica, Queens. Now, where I feel kind of funny is that there was actually a chicken in our backyard years ago. My old dog, Kismet, God rest her soul, chased this foul creature, if you will, around. And guess what? The bird didn't attack. The rooster didn't attack her. She didn't really attack the bird because it flew away. But imagine a rooster, a terrorizing rooster, leaving a man bloodied up after a peck on the back of his head. This sounds like The Birds, okay? This sounds like a scene from The Birds with Tippi Hedren. Because apparently it's happened a lot. The rooster and at least one hen have been ruffling feathers in the neighborhood for years. For years. I love the New York Post puns on this, by the way. One lady, Kaza Manuden, says she's been chased by a rooster, who also scratched another woman up and down the legs. And out of the two roosters, one is good, apparently. But the other one, anytime you walk by, he just attacks. He starts biting people. So if you're in the 169th Street area, or even Jamaica, Queens, Jamaica Estates area, please don't think your walk home will be safe from the subway. Because you might encounter a rooster. And when that cock crows, nobody knows what he'll do next, right? Now, this is very interesting. According to the City Department of Health, a complaint was filed Thursday. But this becomes a bigger issue. Because you've got traumatized citizens of Queens now, Queens residents. You've got terrorizing roosters. And then there's a bigger story here. New Yorkers, according to the New York Post, are going bananas over illegal pets. New York City 311 complaints as of last year logged about 315 calls about illegal animals kept as pets. Roosters led the flock, with 164 complaints. Where these problems arose are in the Bronx and Queens. A monkey at 1095 University Avenue had a complaint filed against him. That's up by Columbia University. Another chimp was complained about in Highbridge Gardens project. A baboon complaint last year at 2574 42nd Street, a 5-unit building in Astoria. A baboon! You believe that? But my proud borough of Queens, 311 animal complaints as of 2020. Well, 89 complaints to 311 as of 2020. Brooklyn 77, the Bronx 69, and Staten Island 57. Manhattan only complained 23 times. Now, I don't think anybody owns a possum, but I saw a possum nearly come right up to myself and the food I was carrying, and I'm like, this thing better not bite me, better not bite the bag I have, better not try. But imagine that, exotic animals being complained about in New York City. Nothing surprised me overall. In fact, another thought is that I saw a guy banjoing today on the subway. Seems like the subway views are back, baby. The weird, exotic subway views that we all love, and Mr. NYC Subway and the Subway creatures make their living off of, social media-wise, are back. The antics are back. The fanciness of the clothing are back. The standing out of people on the subways are back. And so every day I want to document that. But I'll try and dodge the next rooster when I come home. Because I'm not going to not going to count my commuting eggs before they hatch. All right, I'll try and stop the puns, but it is kind of wild that these roosters are ruling the roost of queens right in my own backyard. Crazy, right? So be careful if you're in Jamaica Hills. Be careful if you're on 169th Street of that one rooster, which Mr. Contreras says is a good rooster, but not to the regular neighbors around him. The neighbors say they attack, they're rogue. Let's be vigilant and diligent about this. And sure, of course you should complain if you find a frickin' rooster attacking you or any exotic animal. I can't get over a baboon. Well, they call him a blaboon. Maybe it wasn't a baboon, but monkey business going on at 2574 42nd Street. I guess there was a monkey there, not a baboon, but still. A marsupial, what do you call them? Monkeys, roosters, snakes, ferrets, iguanas, and other farm animals. 3 monkeys, actually. Have all been part of it. And if you can talk with the animals, walk with the animals, as Dr. Doolittle once sang. I love this song, by the way. I'll play it for you a little bit.
I want you to teach me everything you know. What? 2,000 languages? Certainly. We'll start at 8 o'clock tomorrow morning.
But it took me over 100 years.
Then we'll start at 7 o'clock. There's not a moment to lose. Matthew, think what it would mean if I could talk to the animals. Just imagine it, chatting to a chimp in chimpanzee. Imagine talking to a tiger, chatting to a cheetah. Oh, what a neat achievement that would be. If we could talk to the animals, learn their languages, maybe take an animal degree. I'd study elephant and eagle, buffalo and beagle, alligator, guinea pig and flea. I would converse in polar bear and python. And I would curse in fluent kangaroo. If people ask me, can you speak rhinoceros? I'd say, of course not. Can't you? conferred with our furry friends, man to animal, think of the amazing repartee. If I could walk with the animals, talk with the animals, grunt and squeak and squawk with the animals, and they could talk to me. If I consulted with quadrupeds, think what fun we'd have asking over crocodiles for tea. Or maybe lunch with 2 or 3 lions, walruses or sea lions. What a lovely place the world would be. If I spoke slang to orangutan, the advantages any fool on earth could plainly see. Discussing Eastern art and dramas with intellectual llamas, that's a big step forward, you'd agree. I'd learn to speak in antelope and turtle. My Pekingese would be extremely good. If I were asked to sing hippopotamus, I'd say why notamus, and would. If I could parley with pachyderms, it's a fairy tale worthy of Hans Andersen or Grimm. A man who walks with the animals, talks with the animals, grunts and squeaks and squawks with the animals. This is the most exciting thing's ever happened to me, Polynesia. I can't wait to start.
Yeah, and if we could talk with the animals, I think our complaint level would be way down. I really do. I think our complaint level will be way down. That, of course, is from the 1967 film. By the way, talking with the turtle, Bronxie the turtle was up in Boston after being doused with champagne, here in New York after the Yanks walk-off win on Sunday. But Cole got shelled. I was trying to find a great pun there. Cole got shelled in front of Bronxie the turtle. How come that's not a headline today? I digress. You heard the rooster in the song crowing as well? Well, guess what? I think if we could talk to the animals and walk with the animals, a lot more would be understood. But still be safe. For evil roosters lurk in Queens, New York. Who'd have thought?
So in a place in history, I can walk with the animals, talk with the animals,